Hey, Great Zach Tate here. This is our series on Imprint Mass Media. We're doing a series on Let's Be Romantic leading up to Valentine's Day. We're going to give you 14 episodes of little hints and things to do to be more romantic so that you can get this Valentine's Day right, or any other Valentine's Day, or just every day of your life, making it right in your relationships. So this episode, I want to talk about petty pampering. So you met someone, if you follow each episode that I have prescribed, you went from meeting the person, courting the person in a way that you just sat with this person. You didn't have to spend a whole bunch of money on your first date. Your first date was just being inquisitive, doing an investigation of who this person it is, and finding out if y'all have compatibility. On episode 2, I discussed getting to know the person based on having certain conversations and getting a little more in depth about each other's wants. Number 3, which we just did earlier, is the art of the kiss. Now, if the kiss went well, you like the kiss, the other person liked the kiss, and you decided that that threshold is now an open door, and you are both speaking the same tongue language and body language, my next suggestion is petty pampering. So what is petty pampering? Petty pampering can be done at lunchtime from the job. It could be done after work. It could be done on the ride home from work on the train, public transportation. It could be done at home, in public, whatever. So the reason petty pampering is petty is because you're not naked. So there was a time that people used to court each other and sex was way down the line. Of course, we know there's so many apps out now. You can just say, I'm ready to hook up. This is where I'm at. And bam, it happens. But for those who are interested in the art of romance, taking it to the next level, really having some seduction involved, really being able to plant some seeds with someone else so that hopefully in the future, they will always reflect on how great of a person you are. I'm giving you some tools. I'm sharing some game with you. I'm giving you some tools, giving you some insight. So petty pampering is simply something like this. So you meet this person on another date. You're sitting down with this person, and you hold their hand. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to use a man with a woman. So you holding her hand. While you holding her hand, you basically just giving a massage to every single digit, the entire finger, the hand, the palm of the hand, the thumb, which is very important. So all the nerves that go through your hand go all the way through straight to your heart, especially your right hand. The reason why this is your ring finger is because this is the vein, one of the only veins in your body that goes from the tip of your finger straight to your heart. Bet some of y'all didn't know that. So when you are applying a massage to the hand, you take your time. If you want to be extra considerate and you pulled out some lotion or some Vaseline or some oil, you're gonna look strange if you walk around with a bottle of oil in your pocket, but it won't be strange to her if you pull it out and start massaging, because she'll say, damn. Hopefully she'll be so grateful that she'll say, look how considerate he was. So when you massage in the hand, don't go at it like the woman giving the manicure. Take your time, massage her hand, take your time having a conversation with her. Here's a perfect segue to a great conversation to a woman that you haven't been in a long-term relationship with, but you are massaging your hand. Here go the magic words. Baby, tell me how your day was. Always deal with topics dealing with the present situation and what the ideal future situation is going to be. Stick to those conversations because those conversations give you direct insight of who you are dealing with and what they feel is important. If they want concert tickets to Lil Wayne and that's all they talking about, then you know the level they on. If they talking about how they got to go from an apartment to a house to a business to a castle, whatever, now you know the type of person you're dealing with. If you know that the person don't have a conversation, a lot of people don't like to converse. So you may be the type that don't like to converse, and they don't like to converse. They just like being with each other. So you don't say anything at all. You just massage their hand, ask them to just relax, and do the massage. I'm using a scenario where you're in public. So if you're in public or in a car or at the park, or I don't like to get into these high extravagant romance type TV type dates. I like to suggest dates where adults are getting to know each other on a genuine level. The money comes out way later. So now, after massaging the hand, you go to the next hand and you apply that same method. If you are lucky, or if you are in a position, or you are able to, or if she or he is not squirmish, let me tell y'all ladies something. Give a man a foot massage, he's going to hold you in high regards forever. Give him a pedicure. Whoo! He probably ain't, he's going to think twice about leaving you. Men love to be pampered the same way women love to be pampered. All the way to the point where some of us give exactly what we expect back in return. It's a selfish reason why we give. We want the same thing back, and some men communicate that way. Let me show you what I like by doing it to you. So hopefully you can catch on and start doing it back to me. So if you are in a situation where you could go to her feet and have a conversation with her. Now, this is what you must be mindful of. The woman clitoral stimulation does not start and end on the clitoris. It goes through her entire body. So when you are massaging her feet, there are erogenous zones in her feet that you will be activating if you apply the massage correctly. What you must not do is start off pressing hard. This is the world of Google and YouTube. Take the time to just watch some videos on giving a foot massage. If you take the time on watching some videos and you apply that foot massage right, be very careful, gentlemen, because those panties might come right off. Ladies, men don't need any excuse for their drawers to come off. They want their drawers to come off all the time, so y'all ain't got that much work to do. But in the situation that I'm suggesting, where sex is not coming into the picture till later on, I suggest that you keep it romantic, make it a conversation piece. Have the conversation while you are massaging her feet. If you have the ability to have a glass of wine, some soft music, you can set the tone in the car with soft music. I don't know about the wine, but hey, we have been known to be doing stranger things. So if you can do it that way, only because wine settles, I don't know why people don't drink wine. I think everybody who don't drink wine is kind of weird, but it has the ability to just settle down the nerves, get the person more relaxed. So while you're applying your hand and foot massage. Now let me tell you another place, right? The elbows and the earlobes. Taking your time to massage the earlobes is a major, major factor. If you have the discipline to get to the point where you're giving a full body massage, which I suggest comes later. When I start talking about mastering the art of foreplay, when you get down to that later, you know, that is a sensual, beautiful, sexual, exciting thing when you lay your eyes on that person's body and you are pleasing them with your hand. It's taking you to a whole separate category, possibly than what they're used to. And even for those of us who are used to it, we're still going to appreciate it. And it still is going to put you in a whole separate category. Because you're telling the person that I care enough about you. Now, the problem is a lot of you guys are scumbags and you do all this with a motive and an agenda. And we're going to get to that later too. But just for romance, for the sake of being romantic, my suggestion is the petty pampering. And the petty pampering can go from the massage to feeding the person to cooking for the person for the first time, which I think is a bit much on the first or second date. I think that's a bit much, but shoot your shot. I'm not writing any rules of how people should court other people and what people should do. Grown folks do grown things. But my suggestion, if you take the steps that I gave and you get to that point where you're sitting with this person and y'all just vibing, and I hope that's just your agenda for that day. I just want to vibe. Nothing sexual, nothing crazy. We kissed. We enjoy kissing. Now we're going to take it to the next level after kissing, where I'm going to apply this massage, soothe you, remove some tension, remove some stress, and let you know through my body language that I'm always going to be your stress reliever. Because a lot of times, that's what people want companionship for. They want their life to be a little better, more heightened, and that stress reliever is that other person. When that person starts causing too much stress, it's time for them to go. If they're not making your life better, they should not be in it. So, there it is. Petty pampering. Here's a list of petty pampering. Massages. After massages, providing comfort. For instance, something wrong with a nail, a body part, or something that's causing discomfort. Oh, I got a bad shoulder, it's always hurting. Apply some attention to that shoulder. Even if it's just a simple ice pack or a heating pad or some Bengay or whatever the case may be. Or here's another suggestion. You're not really into the massage. Okay, you want to spend some money because a lot of you men only know how to get women by spending money. Cool. No judgment zone here. Give her a gift card to Massage Envy or to a spa. Provide comfort. After y'all got to know each other, after you pass the threshold that it's okay for y'all to continue to communicate, after y'all pass that point and y'all start going to the point where intimacy is involved, after you pass the point of the kiss and you moving on to petty pampering is giving comfort, wherever that comfort may come from. It may come from a bowl of frozen yogurt. But instead of just handing it to them, take the time out to find out what is their favorite flavor and feed it to them and wipe their lips. That is romantic. That is seduction. That is petty pampering. Providing comfort in a very small way to make a great impact. So, this was episode 4. And guess what? I'm going to do episode 5 in 10 minutes from now. Because today is the 5th. And we're going to catch up. And we're going to get episode 5 done today. So, tune in, 10 minutes. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Anybody got some suggestions? I'll bring you on camera. So, after the seduction, no, the seduction never stops. But after the kiss, after the petty pampering, the next stage is moving on to the sexual questions. I'm going to get to those questions in 10 minutes, right here, same channel, live, Great Zach Tate, getting y'all ready for Valentine's Day. What makes me an expert, I write the best romance books. Why not talk about romance? It's Grey Zach Tate signing off. We be back 10 minutes. Episode 5.